It's me, Alex from Royalty Software. In this video, I want to share some progress or a new project I've been working on this weekend. It's for appwrite. This is a backend as a service solution for smaller projects, I think, because on a high level or on a great scale, you will have a few problems running appwrite. But for startups that don't want to deal with hosting, don't want to pay a lot for the hosting, it's a very nice solution. The only thing that I really hate about it, let's put it this way, is that you will have a lot of problems with migrating data or even reconstructing an environment. Let's say I want to build a test environment, or I have multiple different projects for multiple different developers that don't share the same account. Then every developer has to create the database via the UI, like creating a new database, creating a collection, calling this one test, giving a collection ID, and then specifying the attributes. And you can see it's quite a lot of work. Then you can change the size and all this stuff. I really don't like it, and that's why I was motivated enough to put my weekend on this project I've been working on. And it's a CLI tool currently called appwrite-migration. You can see what we get from it. It currently supports login, the new migration generator, which creates a boilerplate migration. I will show you this in just a second. Then running a migration with the database ID. Backing up and restoring is currently not supported, but will be very important. Because if I'm going to break, or if my migration didn't work out well, then I might break all of my data, and I don't really want this to happen, especially not in a production environment. And generate schema, which is how do you say it? I thought initially about generate schema to have a git diff-like view of two systems, but I may discard this idea. So let me show you what's really cool about it. When I say I want, or let's just look at my migration, and not this one, but create users. Oh, it's this one. Okay. You can see there's a do migrate method, which gets a migration client. And all I'm doing here is calling the appwrite endpoints with create collection, users with create string attribute on this newly created users collection, creating the same one for name, and then I'm creating a document. Yeah, and if I'm going to run this, npx appwrite migration run migrations create users. Okay, I have to specify the database, which is primary, and you can see it found the migration and it's running it. And if I'm now reloading this page, you can see the users collection has been created and the attributes username and name with the correct size and required state have been created. I have created those attributes on purpose because name is quite a bad thing to do here, because there will sooner or later be the use case that you want the first name and the last name. And that's why I've used this specific example for my next migration. It's split name of user to first name and last name. And you can see I'm creating a new string attribute, first name. I'm creating the last name attribute. And then I'm iterating over all of the users and update their corresponding fields. And then I'm deleting the attribute name. So far, so simple. Hey, stay here. But what if I'm just running the same migration I've just did once again? For example, like I'm not changing this here because I forgot it, and then I might break all of my database schemas. Yeah, and you can see this migration is older than the database version, which is a security mechanism so that I don't break my data. Okay, so let's run the actual correct migration. This one with the database primary, and you can see it's running, and appwrite was fast enough to update this without even refreshing. So first name and last name is there, and username just went away. And now you can see first name Alexander, last name Panov. Yeah, and that's basically it about the migrations. If you want to create one yourself, you can do it like this: migration, new migration, and then you specify a name, like add billing or add street to user. You can see this one has been created here. When you open this, you get the boilerplate code. And when we say migration client, add string attribute, this database ID, and then the collection ID, which is users, and then the key for the string attribute, which would be something like street. I think the next one is the size, and then we have required, which will be false. This should be working. Don't forget the await here. npx appwrite-migrate run, and I think % will do for the current buffer. Add is wrong, it was create string attribute. Okay, migration client, sorry, databases. If you're using a fully featured IDE, you will see that the JS doc can resolve, so we have autocomplete, just like here. Databases. I think this might be it now. Okay. And now if we click on users again, the migration has successfully run, and you can see the street here, which has the size of 255. Yeah, that's basically it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you want to use this thing, I will publish it on I think Royce Software appwrite-migration. I will publish it here, so you can use it later on. Thanks for watching. Leave a comment down below, like this video, and share it with somebody who's using appwrite and is experiencing the same struggles. Bye.